Williams class! It was so lovely to see so many of you in our live session. So I quickly wanted to come on before we start our English lesson to just run through some of the things that we talked about in our live. So very important to remember why we have instructions in the first place. So we have them so that we can do tasks properly and correctly. In order to do that, it's very important to make instructions as clear as possible. So one way of doing that would be to include time connectives, telling the person reading the instructions what they should do first, second, next, and then finally. So that's a really, really good way of structuring your instructions. Another really useful device to use in your instruction writing would be fronted adverbials. So that also then tells the person reading the instructions when they're meant to be doing something or how they're meant to be doing something. They are normally written at the beginning of the sentence. So firstly, pour the milk into the cup. After that, place the cup into the microwave. Carefully, take the cup out of the microwave. So you're using those fronted adverbials to just structure your instruction writing further. Making sure to explain the instruction in as much detail as possible, because the less detail you have, the harder it will be to follow something. If I was just to say to you, put a jumper on, and I've not told you which hole to use or which hole to put your head through, you wouldn't. Maybe someone, who didn't know how to put a jumper on wouldn't know how to do that. So it's just about making sure that you're pretending that they have no idea what to do. And so you're explaining it in as much detail as possible. That's it from me then about the live session. I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Bye. Hello, Williams class. For today's English lesson, we are going to look at instructions. And our learning objective for today is, can I use the vocabulary words in interesting sentences? Now we're going to read through this text map together, and we're going to pay particular attention to the layout of the text map. So that means what the map looks like, how the text map has been structured. So here we go. How to build an empire. Are you interested in building your own empire? Do you lie in your bed dreaming of ruling over a kingdom? Do you see yourself conquering tribes and building a colosseum? If so, the likelihood is that you are destined to be a powerful ruler. Do not despair. Help is at hand. Building an empire is not as hard as you think. Read these step-by-step instructions, and soon you too could be the ruler of a powerful empire. What you will need: an army, land, weapons, shields, good walking shoes. What you have to do. Number 1. First, you should carefully train your army in the art of warfare. Number 2. Secondly, you must bravely lead an army across the sea to a new land. Number 3. After that, fiercely invade the lands, plundering and murdering those in your way. Number 4. Now you must make sure that you defeat anyone that tries to stand in your way. Number 5. Rule over your kingdom proudly. Important note, please remember, in order for your empire to run smoothly, it needs a strong leader. A common issue that these leaders face is the threat of unexpected death. Try your best to avoid this and rule fairly over your people. Otherwise, you may be assassinated. Dun, dun, dun. Now we're going to do my turn, your turn, of the key vocabulary that was used in that text map. Instructions. Empire. Colosseum, kingdom, conquer, weapons, plunder, invade, defeat, leader. So now we're going to look at these key words and what they mean. Instructions. They are information on how something should be done. An empire. A group of territories or peoples that are under one ruler. So the Roman Empire was ruled by one person and one person alone. It is a country whose ruler is called an emperor. The Colosseum is an oval-shaped Roman amphitheatre in Rome, Italy. So that's where all the great shows used to take place back in the day. Kingdom is a country that is ruled by a king or queen. Now, the way I like to remember kingdom is by it having the word king in it. So it helps me to remember, oh, a kingdom is one that is controlled by a king, or maybe even a queen, like the United Kingdom is. If you conquer something, you are gaining control through great effort. Now, a weapon is an object or device used to attack or defend. Plunder means to steal from by force. Invade means to enter as an enemy by force in order to conquer or plunder. So remember, conquer means to go into a country or a place, and plunder means to steal it. If you're defeated, that means you're beaten in a game or a battle. So there you have it. Those are the key vocabulary words of the text map that we have just read together. Now you have 3 tasks to complete. I would really love for you to try doing all 3. Number 1, you're going to complete the sentences that are given using the vocabulary word. So the amazing thing about a video is that you can pause, go back, go forwards as many times as you would like to help you to fill in the missing gaps. Now the sentences are, number 1, the Romans blank countries and took all their wealth. Number 2, the Roman blank was made up of a group of territories. Number 3, the Roman army used blank to attack other tribes and defend themselves. Number 4, the blank is a magnificent structure that hosted many gladiators and can still be seen in Italy today. Your second task is to create your own definitions of the meanings of the words in a way that will help you remember it better. I will give you an example. If we have the definition for the word empire, it says a group of territories or peoples under one ruler, the Roman Empire. I'm going to use my own words to give empire a new definition, but it still means the same thing. I'm just going to say it in a way that will help me to remember it a little bit better. So I would say that an empire is a country or a place that is ruled by one person and one person only. Those are my words. I've not used what's on the screen, but it has helped me to understand what the word means. I hope that makes sense. So that's what you're going to do with all the key words that we have gone through. And lastly, task number 3. Once you have created your own definitions of the words, create new sentences that include the vocabulary words. I will give you an example. If I was to put leader into a sentence, I would say, a good leader is somebody who inspires a person or a group of people. That's me putting leader into a sentence. So I would like for you to have a go at putting the vocabulary words into sentences. So make sure that you're using your pencils to write all of your tasks down. I would like for you to send it to me on Tapestry so I can have a look and write my comments so you have feedback as well. And I really look forward to seeing the definitions that you create and the sentences that you have as well. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Bye.